Okay, welcome back to the show. I am the ichiMoka trader, and today is the 17th of March 2022, and I'm just going to do a quick rundown of the stocks that I traded today. Was a bit stressful. I changed a lot of my settings and I've changed my layouts, so I had a couple of problems getting in and out. So I actually lost a little bit of profit opportunity because I was kind of testing the systems. But regardless, I do have two winning trades today. I only took two trades and they were fairly quick out of the gates. So I'm going to quickly start here. I also have let's just bring this up here. This is the trades that I did. Let's just get the two trades here. Okay, so today we traded PIK and EIGR. So if you've watched this before, you know that I immediately go to my scanners in Trading View, and I ensure that I take the top ones that are fitting my profile. I'm looking for between $1 and $30 per share on a stock. And then a lower float is normally what I'm looking for. I need to see some decent volume before we get going. And, I like to see things that have gapped up or up, anywhere 30% plus. If it's 80 or 100, it's even better. So anyways, I've picked the top ones that were in mine: PIK, MULN, and EIGR. BEK was from the other day, and I thought I would give it just keep it on watch and see what it's doing. Anyways, let's get started with this. Here we start with, let's take a look, PIK. And I'm watching this. This was on the scanners. It came out of the gate. So let's just keep going here, see what we come up with. Right now, we are looking good with the ichiMoka. So we have a green cloud in the front. We've actually crossed the 50 above the 200 here, which I also like to see. Gives a confirmation of the move to the upside. The lagging indicator isn't quite ready yet. It needs to be above this price action and clear. And then the blue needs to cross kind of back up, or at least close. Here on the MACD, we are above the midpoint, so this is definitely an indication that we're going to be going long. And then we also have here on the RSI stochastics, as you know, this is where I use more for my in when I actually go to buy. So let's just keep going and see what I came up with. So right out of the gates, we had a lot of volume coming in on this candle, and it did make a good move. We've had 331 up to 366. So, I mean, we're looking over a 30-cent move there. So that was interesting to me. We're very close to crossing the blue above the orange on the MACD. And so this is something that I'm looking at. Because we were coming straight across here, I do consider this this little part here as a cross below. So I'm looking, if we come anywhere near here on the out of the gates here, that we're looking good. So let's just keep going ahead here. So this is the candle I actually went in on. I felt because of the cross on the MACD. So I hit my buttons here. I actually use the book trader system now. This is why I'm getting used to it. It's a bit different than my hotkeys. I used to solely use hotkeys, but I feel like I like this better because I can drag my stops and my profit takers. I can drag them very easily to fit my charts. I like it because I put this right beside, and then of course my time and sales here, the actual receipts. So let's just go ahead here and see what happened. So I move. We are in and we are out at 395. So this needs to actually go over here. At the end of this candle, okay, that green candle that came up into our profits, I immediately, when it closed up here at 420, I immediately move my stop loss rate to break even. That way I have no risk. And then I move the as soon as that candle closed, I immediately moved it to the bottom of this green candle here. So actually on the end of this one, I moved it to break even. And then as soon as that closed here, I moved my green, as this green here is my stop. So I actually moved that to the bottom and I got taken out right away. So not the greatest for protecting profits or trying to get profits, but I didn't lose anything. So on this one here, I bought at $3.95 and I sold at $4 for a profit of 5 cents a share, and I had 2,500 shares. I made $125. Quite low risk in my opinion, because I'm managing the risk here as far as moving my break even right away. If it doesn't break out, then it won't take you out of that trade. A lot of people say, oh, you'll get taken out and then it'll continue up. Well, it's possible, and it does do that. But for me, I'd rather get taken out of 10 trades with no loss and then make 1,000 on the next trade. For me, no loss or $1 loss or whatever it is, something very small, is way better than taking a 50 or 100 and then making 200. Yeah, okay, your profit loss ratio is 1 to 2, but in the end, you're constantly moving back and forth, back and forth. I'd rather just take a bunch of small losses and make one good run. That's the thinking of either breaking out or bailing out. So that's why I do it the way that I do. So let's just move over here to our next one, which is EIGR. This is on the scanners. I went in a little later on this one. Let's take a look how we do. All right. All right, so here we are. I decided to go in on this candle, even though our blue and orange are quite close to each other. Let's bring that in a little closer for you guys. All right, the lagging indicator is also in the price action, which I don't like. I prefer it out, but because this is early and it looks like we're actually coming back, it's something that I thought would be a good risk. So here I can see that we're crossing on this. We're actually moving. If you see on the MACD, this is actually, the blue is coming back up. So for me, this was a good entry point. I took it at 751, and let's see how this trade works out. I'm looking for the top here right away because I'm looking at the high of day, breaking that high of day. Let's take a quick look how this happens. See, now my stop when I start is usually quite a bit lower, but sorry, that was midpoint. Sorry, I'll just grab this. And if I were below these points, that's definitely a decent spot. Now I'm only at a 1.09 risk reward ratio there, but for me, this is a great trade, because I know that all these momentum traders are going to try and break that high of day. Your high of day is here at 778. So if you're at 776, you're a little lower than that. So if it doesn't touch or break through, you're at least going to get taken out of the trade. So for me, I haven't had a green candle up into this green area yet, so I'm not going to start moving anything. I would have moved my break here as we got further. Let's take a look. So this is the first candle that closed high in that. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to move my stop completely out. So now I'm at break even, which is right here. My break even is where I got in, and we'll continue going here, and there you go. And there you go. So at the end of this candle, I got out. I pressed the key right away. So here we are on EIGR. I have 1,250 shares. I bought in at 751 and I was out at 776. I actually had troubles with this one, executing the order in the new book trader. I had to do some adjusting. I was using this midpoint fill, but I didn't like it. So I'd rather just do it the way I've done it with my hotkeys, except in Book Trader. So I took that right away. That was a great profit, 25 cents on that, 312.50 euro, so 437.50 euro on the day. So I've taken 65 trades since January 31st. I'm 54 wins with 11 losses, 83% success, and a 1 to 2.31 profit loss ratio. So this has been a decent day, but I was a little bit confused at some of my ins and outs. Don't know why I wasn't getting filled, and then I figured it was that midpoint. So every day is a learning day, and as long as we end the day green, I'm happy with that. So anyways, we should give ourselves a little bit of a, let's see, should be giving ourselves an applause, which I don't think I can do. I don't know how to do that. Anyways, that is the cap for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it and were able to follow the ins and outs of where I trade and the ichiMoka trading strategy. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.